I've been waiting to use that. Okay. So in hypercycle terms, let me go to, which one's better? This one. I like that one. That one's a good one. That's when we're doing news. Okay. So look, here's what it is. You take currently you take 1,024 tokens and you will be able to put them. You will be able to, not quite yet. They think they're a few weeks away. Remember, this is all stuff that wasn't supposed to happen for 6 or 8 months. And we're only like barely 3 months in, 3 months tomorrow. So they're way ahead of schedule, but they're trying to under promise and over deliver. Anyway, in the next coming weeks, you'll be able to take 1,024 tokens. You will be able to put them into a node. Now, you can buy a node license, or you can work with someone that's got the hardware and the node license, or one of the two, or if you have all three, you're good. Anyway, the point is, you'll be able to put those tokens to work in a node. Now, right now, the business side of Hypercycle, which sits on top, which sells compute time, they're not formed yet because they're forming the ecosystem. So they're building this ecosystem from the ground up. Okay. So they distributed the tokens. People now have tokens. They will be able to, in a few weeks, put those tokens into nodes, 1,024. The nodes have two parts to them. I want you to think of it as like two chambers. One is they facilitate tilling. Tilling is about building uptime and reputation, just simply signaling to the world, hey, I'm here. I have good uptime. I'm ready for work, like an employee that's in training, but not yet doing the job. So that's tilling. I'm showing up for work, right? Getting the farm ready to plant. Then there is compute. And that's when the business of Hypercycle that does business with other businesses, that is aligning companies that need compute power really fast and effective and super, super cheap, because there's no friction, very little friction. So as they start selling compute, you're going to be earning rewards. Well, you're going to just be getting paid. You basically run a data center at that point. That's it. You run a data center. And as that data center gets busier and busier and busier and busier, it can split into 2 data centers. Now, the time is probably between 6 and 18 months, 18 months at the top. So if you math it out and you say, okay, somewhere between maybe once a year to every year and a half, my node's going to split. If it's split 10 times, meaning 1,024 tokens became 2 nodes of 512, became 4 nodes of 206. You see where this is going, right? All of a sudden, after 10 splits, you have 1,024 nodes, each with 1 token. Why is that important? Because you're getting paid now 1,024 times more as far as earnings, because you're part of that business. You now have 1,024 data centers. So you become this network, you're part of this giant global. That's why Tufi refers to this global brain. You've become 1,024 nodes in this giant system of compute. And a lot of that will be AI compute, but a lot of it won't. Businesses are going to leverage Hypercycle for whatever reason just makes sense financially. It may have nothing to do with AI. It may actually have a lot to do with crypto. You may see layer ones, blockchains, using Hypercycle because it's cheaper than using their own network. It's mostly cheaper. So you're going to have a lot of use cases that we can't predict. And so you imagine, okay, well, what if Hypercycle doesn't get to, Hypercycle's trying to serve like 5% of the global compute economy. They're not saying we're going to go get the whole world. You don't need the whole world. The whole world's massive. If you get 5% of a many trillions market, you good, bro. And so as an entrepreneur, it makes a lot of sense. You're like, oh, cool. I'd like to be a part of that. I'd like to. Now, some of you may just want to own the token as an investor. Like, I don't care about any of that other stuff. I just want to own the token go up, sell token, make money. True. But you may want to consider the idea of putting the tokens inside nodes to earn that extra layer of income, which is the compute side. So again, tilling is about reputation and awareness and uptime. Like, I'm here. compute is the business side where you get paid for operating a little data center. And that data center can spawn many data centers. Does everybody kind of get because a lot of people are like kind of murky on that.